up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and this is your Ladies Who List recap. Overall, was a pretty good episode. Some things really stood out to me about this episode. I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen next year. I do feel like just based on this episode and the way that Quiana responded to the first couple of episodes and like jumping in the comments on people's YouTube reviews and stuff, trying to straighten out, trying to make sure the narrative was not what it appeared to be on the show. And maybe she was trying to control an image that she thought was going to be portrayed of her in the show. I felt like that. Because I was like, because she jumped into on my first review, Quiana Watson is in the comments. And I was like, what? And it's like she was trying to like explain the thing with between her and Robin and the $500 for each listing or something like that. So she got in my comments and was trying to explain. And then now knowing that she's not coming back because she doesn't like the image of her that was portrayed on the show, she doesn't like it. And that's her deal. We don't know how she wants to look. Only she could tell us how she wants to look. If she doesn't like what she's looking at, she has every right to say, I don't want to participate in it anymore. And I'm here for that, right? But in this episode, it was the things, Tiffany said something and Quiana said something. And it was like almost as though Quiana may have thought she was the center peach. She might have thought that. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. All right. So let's just get into the video. I don't, like I said, I could see in this episode why Quiana was hell-bent on maintaining and protecting her image. I kind of get it, but okay, anyways. So they start off where they left off and people who don't have kids, right? People who don't have kids, and I'm people, right? Robin kept saying, it's not about you, but I'm people. You talking about people, you mentioned people, I'm people. And Quiana is right. And I also appreciate what Quiana was saying is like, I don't appreciate the people who backpedal and pussy pop. I want you to be direct and straightforward and speak clearly and with conviction and with so no one has to be like, what did you say? Or there's no room left for misunderstanding. That's me. Like, I get to the point of explaining myself so there's no room for misunderstanding. I think it's an occupational hazard. But I'm like that. That's why these videos be so long, because I need to explain so everybody can understand where everybody is coming from. You know what I mean? So I like the fact that she was like, people need to just be clear. People need to just be clear. And I don't know in context to what Tiana was saying. I think Tiana was just tired of Quiana being like me. And that's the point. She explains to Quiana, as mothers, I think about you. I think about her and I think about her. See, you don't think about nobody but yourself. And that's the difference. So when she says people with kids they think differently, especially black women. Black women have been socialized to, it's not about me, it's about everybody else but me, right? We've been socialized like there's some honor in that. A lot of people are slowly realizing that there's no honor in taking care of everybody else and putting yourself last. You put yourself first. And you always come in the mind frame of, if I'm not okay, how can I take care of other people? So please stop neglecting yourself in order to take care of everybody and leaving yourself last. You put yourself first, okay? I just needed to say that. I did understand what Tiffany said. When you are in a room full of women of childbearing age, the likelihood of somebody in that room who has issues with fertility is high. So when you say stuff about children and, getting pregnant and having babies and stuff like that, it might strike a chord, right? You understand, Buffy. You're infertile. Bitch, we ain't heard the last of that. Bitch, that bitch was talking to 2 weeks ago about that shit that happened, 3.5 years ago? She's still talking about it. So, she says, yeah, and I understood exactly what Tiana was saying. She was like, you think for Quiana, it's me, 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 me. It's all about me. It's what you're saying about me. And when you're a mom, you think about everybody else outside of yourself before you think of yourself. Don't do that. That's stupid. That's not smart. I can't figure out, Quiana, work through, oh, we have kids. I'm going to correct you every time. I'm going to correct you every time. And to Robin's point, you're not correcting me because what I'm saying is a fact. So there's no need for correction. What you're trying to do is inject your little 2 cents. I'm going to correct you every time. No. And it's like, and Quiana was very defensive, very defensive. All her little porcupine little things was out. Like, she was like very defensive. Robin says what she wants, not thinking about other women, what other women are going through. Well, that's Tiana's point. She says that you don't understand what other people are going through because you're not a mama. That's her point. It's so funny how y'all making the same exact point, but from different perspectives. You can't say, and I love that Tiffany said, you can't say something that triggers someone and then turn around and say, don't be sensitive, Robin. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Any woman, she said, Robin said that she feels like Quiana is intimidated by any woman who looks better than her and then also who can outperform her. She came dressed in all black like the villain. And that's when she told her, you're not correcting me. You're just injecting your 2 cents. And you're not. I must have just touched something, Robin says. And then Tiffany says, well, that's what I was about to say. And Quiana said, don't you tell nobody my business. Well, girl, you saying that lets us know why you were so triggered by this comment. You're having infertility issues, or fertility issues, I should say. You're having fertility issues. So, I mean, it's easy to put two and don't tell my business. Don't tell my business. Okay, girl. Nobody's telling your business. And Tiana tells Quiana that she's not her type. She's not her type of woman. And I think it's because she says it's always just me, 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 me. It's no one else but me. Right? It's mutual. And then Tiana says, in the world that I live in, I'm not the center of the world. And in Quiana's world, she's the center of the world, and that's why she moves the way she does. I was like, wow, that was a really, really, really great observation. Really great observation. Because I see it. I see what she's talking about. I see what she's talking about. And when she said that at first, I was like, okay, so I understand people being like, "Oh, I'm offended by when people have kids," because the one gripe that I cannot stand is people trying to dismiss people their their opinions about things as it relates to children, and people turn around and say, "Well, you don't have children, you don't know." I don't know why that bothers me. I don't know why that bothers me, but it does bother me. So I can understand where Quiana is coming from, especially knowing where her head was, right? You kind of give her grace because she was clearly projecting. And I love how she says, I'm very big on emotional intelligence, and I was projecting. And I'm glad that she was able to recognize that. She says, I know that you're hypersensitive right now. Kiana's like, I'm not hypersensitive. Girl, we can't tell. You are hypersensitive. You are hypersensitive right now. And you know what? That's okay. If you explained why you were so hypersensitive, all the women there would have completely understood. But you don't tell my business, don't tell my business. Well, girl, no one is going to extend empathy to you if you're not sharing, but you don't like these women or you don't know these women enough to share this with them. And that's fine. You don't know us and you sharing it with us. So I guess it's okay. Um, just say what it is. Um, she was like, "Did I offend you?" She says, "I don't want to cuss. I'm a mom." That's what Tiana was saying. I do not want to cuss. I'm a mother. She was trying to keep her shit together. She was trying to keep her shit together. And that's another thing. The way that you respond to people when you're a parent is totally different than when you're not. Especially in conflict, like especially in conflict, when you out on the street cussing people out, they're having road rage and stuff, and then you think about like, damn, I have kids, something could happen to me. Let me not fuss with these people. You know what I'm saying? It's just you just move a little different when you know that someone is dependent on you for their survival. You know what I'm saying? Your choices are different. You have them in your brain. You constantly have them in your mind, and that's just what it is. And that's just what it is. Um, we're all hypersensitive. I'm not hypersensitive. Okay, Quiana, you're not anything, girl. Like what? Like that was a lot. It was a lot. Quiana was doing a lot. I was like, damn, girl, I'm not hypersensitive. You not? You sure? So what is it? What is what you call this, girl? What is this? What's this called? What's this emotion? Because to me, it's hypersensitive. What do you call it? I know more interesting than you, and I'm sorry that you're not. Two of them did that. Tiffany did it with when she was talking to Crystal, and Quiana did it with Tiana. This thing like you want to be my friend. I don't know what you want to be my friend for. What do I have that you want? Or why I'm sorry you're not that interesting and I'm more interesting than you. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, girl. Is that what it is? Tiana says she just feels a disconnect with Quiana. No, this is Robin telling there's a disconnect with Quiana, and maybe she needs to work on her bedside manners because she had to work on her bedside manners. Because I was about to say, when Robin was telling her she needs to work on her bedside manners, I said, ma'am. And she was like, because I had to work on mine. I was like, okay, that's better. Because I was about to say, girl, what? Who are you talking to? Do you think that one of your wishes for your 40th is that you can walk in love? And she was like, I do walk in love. I walk in love and light all the time. I said, come on, bitch. I do walk in love and light all the time. She was like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is, do you think that that might be the problem? I don't care how people, what she said, well, the way people take me, that's their business. I don't have nothing to do with me. And while that is true, but if everyone is having the same experience with you, the same experience, it's not them, it's you. If they're having the same experience, you are the common denominator. And I know that's like the people love to say that in all of your relationships, you're the common denominator, but you got to listen to the experiences of the people, right? How did the other people experience you? If they all had the same experience with you and they're all saying the same thing, it's not them, it's you, sweetie. It is. And it could be time for some self-reflection and after some correction. And that's okay. That's part of the human experience, right? Um, is that what you think? That's not what I said. You don't listen. And I know you don't listen because you have half comebacks. You're listening to respond. And it was very clear that's what she was doing, because you could tell when somebody is listening to respond when they mirror back exactly what you say and then turn around and say, well, you such and such. Well, you da da da. Right? Well, you da da da. They don't have nothing else to say. That's how you know they're listening to respond, because they're only mirroring what you're saying back to them, right? No, you don't understand, right? Right. Well, you want to backpedal. Well, I don't understand why people backpedal and pussy pop and not be direct and forward. I think Tiana was direct and forward. You know, we probably saw 30 seconds of probably an hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours. So we don't really fucking know. Let's see. So we take a break from them because it was chaotic. When I was watching, I was like, "Whoa, this is a lot." It was a lot going on. All that hollering and screaming, girl, was too much. So we'll come back to them in a second. Crystal and her dad, they go meet the Boys, the family of builders and developers. We love to see it. They have a 250 home subdivision. And they went to visit them, and I just love to see it. I love to see it. She works with these people selling the homes, being the closing attorney on these houses that they're selling. And she's saying that the Kimbrough name, she's a Kimbrough, and Kimbrous are direct and forward, and they don't have a lot of time to explain. And that's where she comes from. Her father was very impressed with what he saw. He was like, okay, I like this. Or whatever. And I really like it too. You saw the son's name was Jalen. It reminded me of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Jalen is he the build? No, he's the developer. Is he the developer? Mom is the broker. What is mom? And dad is the builder. Child, I love it. I was like, that is how you build. How you build. All right. So they go back in the barn. Sorry for storming off. Quiana says she recognizes that she was projecting, and that she took it personal, and that she's very big on emotional intelligence. Um, don't take small things as a big jab in these groups. And that's what Tiana was trying to say. She was like, that's something that's small. It blew up, and it didn't have to blow up the way it did. We were trying to have a nice birthday celebration, and maybe we shouldn't have started talking about Crystal. That's what she was trying to say. Is like, maybe the conversation should have been kept light and easy, and that way it could have remained. And I think so too. But that's part of the show. They're supposed to talk about what, they went out with such and so and such, and this is what happened. And so maybe they shouldn't have talked about it. But yeah, it was a lot. I was like, girls, is too much. And then Tiffany says, and that's my point. I'm not interested in making new friends. Before that, she said, Robin says, I just talked about this last week. Hiding your vulnerability, acting like the strong black person, black man or black woman, whatever. And it's so weird because you don't see any other community reference themselves that way. And also to the point where for the women, it's become detrimental to even refer to yourself as a strong black woman, because there is a sense, the community has a sense that because you are strong, your ability to endure abuse and mistreatment and everything else is, you can do it because you're a superwoman and you're strong and you could deal with the pain and you're resilient and you can come out on top. And then you're mistreated and you're like, why am I being mistreated? Well, you're strong. You'll bounce back, won't you? Right? And this not crying and being stoic and being praised for being stoic and then being demeaned for being emotional and crying and showing your tears. Robin said it was eating at her from the inside. Didn't I tell y'all? And didn't I show y'all that book on the community page? When your body says no, y'all with autoimmune issues and deficiencies and things like that, read that book. Read it. And for women especially, read that book, because we are socialized to be nurturers to our detriment, to the fact where you, like Tiana said, you're thinking about everybody else but yourself. And meanwhile, you're deteriorating, trying to be the strong black woman, not crying, not showing emotion, tough, resilient, and all of this shit. No, some things hurt. I'm not made of steel. I'm made of flesh, and my bones break and flesh tears. Yeah, and my heart, yes, it should be held, and I should be comforted and nurtured. I should be comforted and nurtured. It attacked my mental. I was tired of being strong. This thing that we don't allow the women to cry again. especially women in business. Forget about it. Didn't Kelly Catrone write a book, Go Cry Outside, or something like that? Go cry in the car, or something. Kelly, it's like basically when that girl boss shit started to happen. Kelly Catrone was like right at the helm of that girl boss shit. It's a detriment. It's not. And then the fact that it's called girl boss means that the word boss is a man. Like, oh, girl, I don't even want to talk about it. Anyways, Tiffany says, that's why I'm talking about I don't want to make any new friends. I have friends that support me with my children. I have friends that support me with my business. I have friends support me as Tiffany, the individual. And I have friends that support my business and my marriage. I don't need no new friends. I don't need to have friends where there's constant tension when we walking in the room. There's this underlying feeling of competition. There's this air of backbiting when I leave the room. I don't need no friends like that. I don't need friends in my life. I want friends in my life who we don't have any question about where our friendships are. I'm not questioning, are we friends? Are we good? None of that stuff. I don't have time for it. We too old for that. If you are in currently today in any relationship that you're questioning, reevaluate it. You should not be at a, you should have friends where you know where each other stands, period. And I'm here for it. And there are just some people that when you come in contact with them, you're a tuning fork and they're a tuning fork. And when y'all come together, it's disharmony. It's not making sweet sounds, right? And that's Tiffany and Crystal. And this idea that everybody has to be friends or we have to connect or I need to match your energy. We're not matching energies. We're harmonizing frequencies, right? We're harmonizing frequency. I am my own sovereign emission of vibration. So are you. And when we come together, we harmonize. You're not matching me and I'm not matching you. We are our whole individual selves as we stand there. That's what Crystal's problem is with Tiffany. She wants Tiffany to match her energy. And Tiffany's like, bitch, we don't harmonize. And I'm not trying to harmonize with you. We just don't. I don't have nothing against you. Our frequencies just don't harmonize. And that's it. And that's it. But you want to, just because we share identity, you want to match energies. And you want me to match your energy. And your energy is fake and inauthentic. So we not going to vibe, sis. That's just what it is. The connection ain't a connection. That's just what it is. Kira is closing on a house, 1.8 million, 6 bedrooms, 7 bathroom, 6,054 square feet. She loves to make the closing experience a memorable experience. The furniture came with the house. We give baby Kennedy her first birthday. And Laquan Taylor, I was like, Laquan, what Laquan do? Laquan was shot 15 times. He's now back on his feet. He got his canes and stuff, as an extension of his leg to help him walk. I said, what he do? He bought that house, him and his wife and the little baby, little 1-year-old. That house with that, just them two and that 1-year-old. Oh my God, I love it. I fucking love it. I was like, yes, they're going to fill that house with babies. You already know they're going to fill that house with babies. But I was trying to figure out, what do Laquan do? What does Laquan do? All right. He was shot while he was getting robbed. He's not like any, hopefully, I'm about to say he wasn't in any activity. I don't know Laquan from the nigga next door. I have no idea. So shout out to Laquan and his wife and baby Kennedy. Kira thinks, oh yeah, while they were doing the closing, Kira started thinking about her house. When they showed her house, I was just like, girl, every time I see the house, I will cry. Oh my God. But she was like, luckily she, everything that she lost could be replaced. And, she didn't lose anything and people are the most important thing. And it was nice. That house was really, really nice. Loved it. Loved to see it. We get to Quiana. She is meeting with this man who is a developer. He has 7 townhomes that are 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, about 2,500 square feet. They were just like in a row, townhomes in a row. for a certain type of person, that would be nice. I want them to be, they look like they were like close together, but they were like stacked, like steps. That's how they were. They were stacked like steps, the way that they were when you got the aerial shot. I couldn't place where it was, but she says that being a broker, she doesn't really have time to do the selling. But so the way that she gets a lot of the business is to work with developers, and you work with developers, they build the houses, and then you work to sell the properties for them. So that's a really good idea. So they said they wanted to sell. She was thinking about 500,000, a little over 500,000. He was like 600, because everything has gone up, lumber and everything. So he needs to be compensated for everything else going up. He says he wants to do the. So she says 675 for the end units, and then 650 for the ones in the middle because they get more light. Perfect. Love it. $25,000 for some light. Yes. For the sun, bitch. Oh God. I fucking love it. Anyway, so I love the way she was having the conversation with him, and she was like, let's see what other projects we can work on. I was like, Quiana's about her business. And that is why she is so hell bent on protecting her image and what narrative is being created behind her name, because she's really trying to build an empire, and I don't have time for these motherfucking producers to play with my name, because all I have is my fucking name. You see my goddamn realty company is named Watson Realty Co, bitch. That's my name. And so I'm not going to allow another person to have control over my image. So I totally, Quiana, if you're watching this, I totally understand why you dipping out of the scene. I totally get it. I totally get it. Crystal, she's closing on a $3 million estate. It's a fixer-upper, 26,000 square feet. We didn't see the seller or the buyer. We didn't see them, so I don't know what that was. We just saw her assistant there, and that was it. That was really odd. I was like, well, where's the other people? Where are the people? So she just closed on that $3 million for a fixer upper, saying that as soon as they, put about $1 million in it, it'll be worth $5 million. Yeah, I mean, if I put the money into it, it's gonna add. Let me shut up. I was like, okay, Crystal. The phone rings and it's Quiana, and she wants to invite her to the 40th birthday. She says that she needs to get over society standards of what a 40-year-old woman is supposed to be doing. She needs to forget about that. She needs to get over the fact that she's turning 40. So she says she's inviting everybody to her party. Crystal says she doesn't have anything against Tiffany. They've never really had a convo. They're both high performing in their industry, and they really have never had a conversation. She says maybe there's something wrong with me. I don't know. But I don't get it in return why she has an issue with me. And I put, you courted Kira. Girl, what? And that's what I look at Crystal sideways, because I'm like, so you're acting like you didn't just go to her client and try and court her. That's probably why she don't fuck with you, Crystal. You trying to take her business. Even though you said that's not she's not in competition, you're not in competition with her. Kimbros ain't in competition with nobody. But if you ain't in competition with people, why would you steal their business? That's like McDowell's going over to McDonald's and telling them they got the Big Mick. Shout out to Coming to America. But I'm saying, girl, why are you stealing you're trying to steal someone's clients, and then you don't understand why they don't fuck with you? Why? I don't understand why she doesn't like me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's me. I don't know. But, I just don't get the same in return. I was like, Crystal is crazy. Okay, girl. Okay, so Tiffany and Crystal. Oh, they're at the party. Okay, they're at the party. Is that the party? Yeah, this is the rest of the party, I think. Yeah, okay, so they're at the party. It's a Met Gala theme. I'm not sure if people understand what Met Gala means. It means over the top. It means avant-garde. It means you would never wear this in the street unless your name was Carrie Bradshaw. It means, girl, what the hell is that? It's crazy. It is over the top. It's just doing the most. That's what fucking Met Gala is supposed to be. Whatever the theme is, do the most. So Met Gala is not a ball. Right? Where you're wearing ball gowns and stuff like that. I think a lot of people have a different understanding of what it actually is. They just see a lot of people dressing up in fun. So let's do a Met Gala theme, and that means you just dress up. No, Met Gala means you come being like, girl, what you got on, girl? Yes! That's what it is. That's what it's for. And you see it. It's over the top. It's just doing the most. It's like, girl, that is the most, but you did that shit. That's what Met Gala is. So, Quiana had a ball gown party. A ball gown party. She looked cute. She had her little thing coming down. She did 3 outfit changes. I didn't see all the outfit changes, but that first little bob was really cute. She was like, girl, let me be back. I'm about to come back. Yes, you better celebrate your birthday, honey. We love it. They had all kind of things going on. It looked like she just really outdid herself, and that's good because it's a milestone. So that's really good. So they go outside. Tiffany and the girls, Tiffany and Tiana go outside. They're just sitting, and then Crystal and Robin come outside, and they're just talking or whatever. And then, you know, the girls, they kind of like leave, right? So somebody says they were hungry. I think it was Kira. She was like, I want something to eat. Have y'all ate? So they left, and they left Crystal and Tiffany sitting at the table, right? Oh, hold on, let me make sure this is off. Okay, I'm just make sure I have time. Ooh, and I gotta do Real Housewives of Salt Lake City too. And so they were talking about their friendship, how friendships goes through ebb and flows with friends. And she was like, I really don't have that problem. She said, oh, I heard that you and Robin are cool now. She's like, oh yeah, we're cool. She's like one of my best friends. You know, we just go through ebbs and flows as our friends. And this is where they started getting passive aggressive, right? Tiffany goes, I don't have that problem with my friends. I don't have ebb and flows. My friends know who I am. They accept me for who I am. I come in the room, they know who I am, and that's it. I don't have those problems. And then Krista goes, yeah, I mean, this is just a part of being human, right? Like we go through things, and if I'm going through something, maybe I just can't be the best friend that I can be for you at the time. So yeah, I go through things. Sorry, my friendships aren't perfect. That's what she said. I was like, okay, bitch. They get into it. Sorry, my friendships aren't perfect. She said it's just a natural flow of humans to have ups and downs, which is true. Tiffany was being shady. And she was like, you know, I'm just really big on energy. Oh, there goes that energy word again. Good energy, bad energy. And she was like, what? She was like, no, because Robin always says that. There it goes again. And she's like, well, the first conversation, I'm just a big vibe kind of person. And if I don't vibe with you, we just don't vibe. And then she said, I'm not about to exert energy. We just don't vibe. I don't walk into a room trying to be friends with everybody. That's just not who I am. And then Crystal goes, I'm sorry for a second. I'm just really direct. Are you talking about me? I was like, oh, yikes. She wasn't talking about you, but that was like a little revealing for me. I was like, ooh, is that what you do when you walk into a room? Why would you think that she was talking about you? Because she literally was not talking about her. I was like, she wasn't even talking about you. I don't walk into a room trying to be friends, everybody. I'm big on connection. If we vibe, we vibe. If we don't, we don't. I don't try to come into the room being familiar with everybody. She thought she was talking about her. I was like, oh, okay. Is that what you do, Crystal? She's like, are we talking about me? She's like, no, I'm talking about me. She was like, but I just feel like it's odd that we're in the same industry and we don't have a conversation. I'm a black girl. You're a black girl. She kept trying to say it. I'm a black girl. You're a black girl. Girl, our identities don't mean anything. If it did, to Tiffany's point, if it was about women's empowerment, Miss Kimbrough, you wouldn't be trying to take my client. Did you see how she just ignored that entire thing? Girl, I'm telling you why we don't fucking vibe. And you're like, well, see, Tiffany, I was really trying to talk to you. Girl, what are you talking about? I'm telling you what what I have a problem with. You're asking me. I'm just trying to talk to you, Tiffany. I don't talk in abstracts. There's that thing again where the people are saying these women are not speaking directly. They're not saying what they mean to say. Um, she's not friendly. She just wants to connect with me because I connect with Robin. You're another closing attorney. I'm a closing attorney. I'm a black girl killing it in the game. You're a black girl killing it in the game. And then that's when Tiffany says, why is Tiffany stuck in your mind? I mean, like, God, you want me to be your friend that bad? Hello, Tiffany. Are you in the 6th grade? I was like, these bitches. I tell y'all all the time, the way we fought in elementary school, it never stops. You'll be golden girls fighting the same way. Oh my God. Just the way that Quiana says, I'm sorry you're not that interesting and I'm more interesting than you. Is that what it is, girl? Okay. Well, if you're all about black women's empowerment, what's the tea with Kira? Why would you go and court Kira? And then she was like, Tiffany, see, I was trying to talk to you and, I just thought that, maybe we can, get along. She was like, well, why do you think I should like you? Why do you think that just because we're both closing attorneys, we're both black women, why do you think I should like you? For what? Why do you have that expectation of strangers? I was like, "Ooh, she getting her." She was really getting her. I was like, That's why she had to bow out the conversation like she did, because it's like you have to think about it. Like, girl, why are you trying to be friends with me? Why are you trying to sit here and act like you want to be friends with me when you was just courting my client the other day? And when I tell you about it, you completely ignore that and then try to flip it and say, "Well, I'm just trying to talk to you, and this is me trying, and this is me not trying anymore." Okay. Girl, what? I was like, okay, Crystal, whatever. We can talk, we can be cordial. And she was like, well, if you want to play that game, what are you talking about? I just told you, girl, we could be cool, we could be cordial. I don't vibe with you like that. Just because we're both black, just because we're both closing attorneys, does not mean we need to be BFFs. We're cool. I see you. Bitch, you was just courting Kira the other day. So I don't fuck with you like that. Because I don't know what you're trying to do, because what you then flipped on me and trying to say that I was doing and being fake and pretending is what you were trying to do in this moment. You're being fake and pretending, knowing good and goddamn well you was courting my fucking client, bitch. Now, if I told it to you like that, would you fucking understand it? Okay, get the fuck out of here. She was over there acting like, I don't know anything. I'm pretending like I don't know that there's a problem. Girl, if anyone should have a problem, it should be her having a problem with you. But she chose not to really have a problem with you. Keep it cordial. But I see you for your works. You're not we don't do business the same. That's what she said. Did y'all notice that? We just don't move the same way. And that was pretty much the end of the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think of the episode. Overall, I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it. And that's all I have to say about it. Anything else? Oh, let me think. No, that's it. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.